This is problem number 29 from the June 2016 Algebra Regents exam. Sue and Kathy were doing their algebra homework. They were asked to write the equation of the line that passes through the points -3, 4 and 6, 1. Sue wrote this lovely equation and Kathy wrote this other one. And what we need to do is justify why both students are correct. Now the interesting thing of how both of these equations are correct, that implies that they're both the same equation, just written differently. So I think a good starting point would be to prove and show that that's actually the case. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take Sue's equation, y minus 4 equals -1/3 times x plus 3. And what we're going to do is isolate y, get rid of the brackets, and we should end up with the exact same other equation. So first I'm going to get rid of the brackets by distributing this -1/3 and multiplying it inside the brackets. So we would get -1/3 x, and then -1/3 times 3 is -1 or -1. Okay, so that's what y minus 4 is equal to. Now to get y completely by itself, I'm going to add 4 to both sides, and you can see what's going to happen here. -1 plus 4 is +3. So what we've just shown is that Sue and Kathy do in fact have the same equation. So now all we need to do is show that this equation, if it were graphed, would in fact go through these 2 points. Now there's a couple ways of doing that. One method would be to use your graphing calculator, plugging this equation in, and then checking to see if x equals -3, see if you get a y value of 4, because you should if this was true, and then if x equals 6, do you get a y value of 1? And if you do that with your graphing calculator, which is totally fine, it would be good to show it in a table of values, and it would in fact come up true. Now we could also prove it algebraically by substituting x in the equation with -3 or 6, and then calculating the y value for each of them. For example, well, you may as well just do it real quick. So it's y equals -1/3 times x, so let's pretend x was -3 plus 3. -1/3 times -3 is 1, and 1 plus 3 does in fact get us an answer of 4, so that's correct. And then if if x equals 6, then the equation would be y equals -1/3 times 6 plus 3. -1/3 times 6 gets us -2, and -2 plus 3 is in fact +1. So what we've just done is proven algebraically that this equation does in fact go through these 2 points. So that shows that the equation is correct and that they're both the same. So yeah, that's all we need to do for that question. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.